News, Urban Meyer placed on paid administrative leave.
Urban Meyer under scrutiny right now, denying that he had any knowledge of domestic abuse allegations.
How will Ohio State handle a possibility its coach knew about the allegation and claimed he did? Time would be required to sort through the details and get to the truth. I just don't know how much time Ohio State has to figure it all out.
I'm not down with this paid administrative leave. To me, that's a vacation. That's a vacation. In other words, oh, you know what? It's a problem. You messed up in some capacity. So go home. We're going to pay you. Go on vacation.
To be anything less than truthful is just not very wise right now. And if indeed that proves to be the case, with Urban being placed on administrative leave, to me, without any inside information, that signals that the two sides are looking and negotiating a separation plan.
I would not have been surprised if he had gotten fired yesterday when this all shook out. And I understand the idea that people are like, oh, Urban Meyer's too big to fire. They fired Woody Hayes. They fired Jim Tressel, who was really the Urban Meyer before this Urban Meyer thing came around. The question is, can he still effectively do his job?
Obviously, the news coming out is not going to be good for Urban Meyer. It's not going to end well for him in any way, shape, or form.
What do you mean by that, David?
I don't think he's going to beat Ohio State anymore. That's what I mean by that.
What's tragic in this situation is that Courtney Smith dealt with domestic violence for an extended period of time. She called the police 9 times. That's the tragedy in this.
Many different voices weighing in on the biggest story of the day. Urban Meyer placed on administrative leave by Ohio State. Here's Paul Finebaum on the Buckeyes head coach. It's today's F-bomb.
A lot of unanswered questions about Urban Meyer, but one thing I don't have any doubt about, Urban Meyer is a fraud. He's been exposed as one during this entire process. And it disappoints me to say that because I believed in Urban Meyer. I know Urban Meyer and have always felt, at least since I got to know him better, that he was a good and decent person who tried to make up for the wrongs of yesteryear, mainly the way he ran the University of Florida football program. No need to go through Aaron Hernandez. Too many books have been written about that. But I was wrong. The same Urban Meyer that ran that program into the ground may very well have run one of the great programs in college football off the tracks. And why? What was the game? All he had to do was do the right thing. Yeah, I know the connection. I know whose grandson this coach was, but that's no excuse. Not today, not last year, not 10 years ago. And that's what's so tragic about this story. There's a victim here. There are a lot of victims here. But Urban Meyer is not one of them. This was self-inflicted. He did it to himself. And in the process, may have destroyed one of the great football careers we have ever known.